Good day, everyone. This is Entrepreneurship 101, unlocking the entrepreneurial spirit, your guide to successful entrepreneurship. Our headline for tonight is the secret to convincing investors to finance your business.
Yes, to explain this in detail, we invited an expert from the business world. She is none other than the esteemed Miss Villaporta, who will be sharing with us the definition and purpose of investor pitching. Take a look.
Thank you for having me. So, investor pitching, also known as business pitching, is a way of presenting novel ideas to potential investors in a way that is simple yet incredibly compelling. It's like hitting a home run in baseball, but instead of a ball, you're pitching your business idea. You see, when entrepreneurs pitch, they're essentially showcasing their company's concepts, story, technology, and team to attract investors. It's all about convincing people to believe in your idea and invest their hard-earned money into it. Why do entrepreneurs pitch? Well, it's because they need financial resources to turn their ideas into reality or to support an existing business. Think of it as trying to win over a baseball team with your pitching skills, except in this game, your teammates are investors. Now, where does this term pitching come from? It's actually rooted in baseball, where pitching means to throw the ball from the defending team to the attacking team. It's like passing the message effectively from seller to buyer. So this baseball metaphor has been adopted in business to describe these persuasive presentations. So investor pitching is like delivering a compelling pitch in a baseball game. You need to communicate your ideas effectively, hit the right notes, and make potential investors eager to join your team. And remember, it's not just about the words. It's about the passion and the story you convey.
Wow, that was a great explanation, Miss Villaporta. Investor pitching is actually very simple, but do not let that fool you, as it is also an effective and compelling way of presenting ingenious ideas to investors. In addition to the company's concept, you are also showcasing cutting-edge technology, your own team of professionals, and a story that sets you apart from competitors. Remember to make sure that you deliver a pitch that is simple and clear, but supported with well-researched and relevant data. With those boxes ticked, the financial resources provided by the investors will be yours.
But Jed, did you know there are different four types of investor pitching?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, there are four types of investor pitching, and to help us differentiate them, we invited Ms. Yap, another business expert, to join us tonight.
Now, there are types of investor pitching that may arise or be encountered. One common characteristic of these pitching forms is that they all attempt to convince an investor that an idea is worthy. Okay, first we have the elevator pitch, also known as sales pitch. Now, this is a 1-minute pitch where you tell an investor what your idea is all about. It's not always an immediate benefit, but you should be prepared for any scenario in which you could be giving an elevator pitch. Now, it must be concise, clear, compelling, and irrefutable. Simply, it should gain interest while not causing information overload. It uses the term elevator because it is comparable to riding an elevator, meaning it does not last long and does not require visual support. An elevator pitch is usually memorized or practiced ahead of time by an individual. Now, you have to make sure your pitch to people related to your industry so that they will be able to interpret your offerings. Now, the second one is a short form pitch. Now, if an investor is interested to hear more, pitching presenters may be invited for a short form pitch. This is typically 5 to 10 minutes long and should contain the very basic about the company, problems to be solved by the idea, the solution who comprises the team or skills, an overview of the industry, competitors, financial projections, and realistic goals. This means summarizing the most important elements of your idea in a way that makes them want to hear more. Highlight the market size, how you'll create barriers for competition, your plan to monetize the business, and how much financing you need. Okay, the third one is a long-form pitch. Investors may encourage presenters to give a longer pitch if they are eager to learn everything they need to know about the idea and the company to invest in. It is recommended to follow Guy Kawasaki's 30-20-10 rule that reminds presenter when it comes to designing slides for this type of pitch. 30 refers to the font size and this should not be less than 30. 20 stands for length of the presentation, meaning no more than 20 minutes, and 10 means not to use more than 10 slides. This strategy forces presenters to be clear and concise and focus on the main point. Lastly, we have the fourth one, or the live plan pitch, where it emphasizes visual aids during the presentation. The fundamental idea behind this pitch is to provide investors with one-page business plan that contains relevant information such as strategic plans, financial information, chosen industry, or problems and solution. Live plan will help you clearly explain who your customers are, what your marketing and sales activities will be, and what your products or services offerings will be.
Thank you for the informative explanation, Ms. Yap. So in conclusion, understanding and effectively utilizing the four distinct types of investor pitching is paramount in securing vital investments for your entrepreneurial ventures. So whether it's the concise elevator pitch, the comprehensive long-form pitch, the short-form pitch, or the compelling live plan pitch, adapting your pitch strategy to the specific context is the key to convincing investors to finance your business endeavors. So this comprehensive knowledge equips you with the essential tools to navigate the intricate world of entrepreneurship successfully, facilitating the acquisition of the financial support necessary to transform your innovative ideas into prosperous realities. In the world of business, it's not just about having a great idea. It's about effectively conveying that idea to those who believe in its potential. So remember, the secret to convincing investors to finance your business lies in the art of pitching.
Right, we hope our viewers tonight will now be confident with their pitching their ideas to investors.
So for more business-related news, do not forget to tune in at 8 p.m.
Entrepreneurship 101.
Signing off.
Hi, if you're watching this, you're probably in the process of pitching investors to raise money for your company. Did I get that right? And if yes, then congratulations, you just found the right video to guide you through this crucial phase of your entrepreneurial journey. So today we are going to dig deep into how to create a pitch deck for investors. So there's a pretty standardized pitch deck outline that most presentation follows. So we'll look at each slides and dig into what content you should include in each one of them. And we should remember that the pitch deck is the very first impression an investor might get on your business. That is why it should look stellar. So let us not reinvent the wheel here. Dozens of accelerator, venture funds, successful startups, and internet personalities have published their ideal content of what pitch deck is. But the truth is, they all have pretty much the same content. So the pitch deck structure. Pretty much every pitch deck follows this structure, and for most of this section or for the duration of the video, I'm gonna use some of the Uber and the Airbnb pitch deck as an example. So now we all know that the size of the company that Uber has become. So naturally, this deck is from way back in 2008, and it has become one of the most sought after reference for pitch. Next is the problem slide. So this is where you present the status quo. For this example, the founders of Uber made it very clear that cabs in 2008 are far from a great user experience. So they use aging and inefficient technology, and most of the hailing is done by hand or by actual phone calls. So the next example is not related to Uber, but I also love the way that Airbnb summarizes it in just three short sentences. So first is the price is important for travelers. Hotels are bubbles, and there is no way to book a room with a local or to host a spare room in your apartment. So this was the reality in 2009. All they had was a Craigslist and couch surfing, and I've done my research on those websites, and what I can say is that neither of those was a pleasant user experience. See how down to earth this problem has been summarized? No complicated jargons, no debatable arguments, and 100% straightforward, verifiable claims. This creates empathy with your investors, which is critical at this point. Because if you offer a questionable statement, then the whole premise of your pitch will be doubted. And if the problem you're trying to solve can be applied to them, then great, take advantage of that. And if you're solving a problem for an entirely different audience, then acknowledge it, and again, make sure that your premise is solid. The target market slide. So in crafting our pitch, it is important for us to highlight the significance of the target market, as every variable in our product or service is finely tuned to meet the needs of the ideal customers. So to achieve this, we must outline the market size and elucidate on our strategy for positioning our idea in the market, demonstrating a profound understanding of the true market opportunity. So the market size is not merely a statistic but a canvas on which we paint the potential impact of our innovation. So by presenting compelling data on the scope of our target market, we not only substantiate the demand for our solution, but we also showcase the scalability of our venture. So for instance, in this rapidly growing e-learning industry, where the global market size is projected to reach billions by many years, our adaptive learning platform has the potential to revolutionize personal education, addressing a critical gap in the market for tailored and effective learning experience. Furthermore, positioning is key. So we will elaborate on how our unique value proposition sets us apart from the existing solution and captures the attention of our ideal customers. So through strategic differentiation, whether in terms of technology, pricing, or user experience, we aim to carve a distinctive space in the market. So taking the example of our e-learning platform, our utilization of the AI-driven adaptive learning algorithms not only ensures personalized content delivery but also positions us as a pioneer in the industry. So offering a solution that goes beyond the conventional approaches. So by providing a comprehensive understanding of the market size and articulating a thoughtful positioning strategy, we aim to convey not just the potential of our idea but our grasp of the nuanced opportunity within the market landscape. The solution slide. So the solution is just really about you, your company, and the product that you are offering. So let's break it down a bit and talk about 3 or 4 important things your product does to fix the issues that we discussed earlier. So a good tip is to keep away from using complicated technical words. Instead, focus on the real benefits your product brings. So when we switch to the solution part of the presentation, let us keep it straightforward, explain how your product can easily solve the problems. But here's a key point. Don't make your product sound like the big hero right away. So instead, show that your product is the best fit for a broader idea. So let us take these examples for instance. So first is Tesla. Tesla doesn't just position themselves as a car manufacturer. They go way beyond that. Instead, they present a broader concept that says electric vehicles are the answers to climate change. So the emphasis is on the bigger idea, the role of electric vehicles plays in addressing environmental issue. So Tesla in this context happens to be the company that excels in making the best electric cars. Next example is the Grab. So similar to Tesla, Grab is used as another example to illustrate the same approach. So Grab doesn't just focus on being a grocery delivery service. They also present a broader concept of delivering groceries to your door. So the point is to highlight a larger idea again, which is the convenience and the accessibility in grocery delivery. So while there are other services that is doing the same thing, Grab is positioned as the best at providing this service. So in conclusion, both examples demonstrate a deliberate strategy. So rather than just pitching a product, cars or grocery delivery, the emphasis is on selling a broader concept or idea. So this way, when presenting your own product, the goal is to position it as the optimal solution within a more significant framework. So this approach helps to direct discussion towards the broader concept, making it harder for investors or critics to focus solely on the product's features or competition. It is a method of presenting a product in the context of a larger and more impactful narrative.
The traction. The traction slide, or also known as the milestone, is simply put progress and momentum. It substantiates the business model of the company by showing investors evidence of sustainable growth over time. This is often referred to as the climax of the company's story because it tells the investors that your ideas earn revenue and your solutions are therefore effective and feasible. Marketing and sales strategy. The marketing and sales strategy slide details the execution of selling your products and the plans to acquire a mass audience. This includes how you plan to make your product visible to the public and whether you will be employing a similar or different strategy from your competitors. Remember that marketing strategies are very experimental, and what works for one company may not necessarily work for another. Competition. The competition slide provides latest information about other companies or businesses in the market. The data must include current relevant information and any methods or products that distinguish those companies from the competition. It is important to remember that if your product stands out, make sure to convince the investors that it will thrive in the market. Team. The team slide justifies why the founders are the right people to lead the company, while highlighting their knowledge and capabilities. One modern concept for creating a team is the ideal founder combination, which is composed of a trio. First, the hustler, or the CEO who can sell the company. Second, the hacker, or the CTO who can lead the product development. And the third, the hipster, or CDO, who can build a brand through marketing. Financials. The financial slide presents the cash flow and cash flow forecast with income statements if applicable. This explains to the investors your expected financial inputs and outputs, as well as the overall financial management of resources. A business model is also presented, which details how your company plans to make a profit. Ask investment and funding. The Ask Investment and Funding slide is the right time to request investment and funding from investors. Make sure to clearly explain how much you need, why you need the amount, and how the funds will be apportioned. You must anticipate that the investors may offer a deal different from your ask. Thus, it is imperative to know beforehand how much money or what conditions you are willing to compromise.
Hey there, future startup entrepreneurs, and welcome to this video. It's fantastic to see you again on this exciting journey through the world of entrepreneurship. Today, we're diving into the heart of the startup game, which is all about the skills required for investor pitching and pitch deck. You know, they say that every great startup usually starts with an impressive pitch. Whether you're just starting out in business or have been doing it for a while, getting really good at these important skills can make all the difference between your dream coming true or not. Today, we're going to explore the 5 key skills that every startup accelerator must have. These skills are the secret sauce behind successful pitches that grab the attention of investors and pave the way for entrepreneurial greatness. So, if you're ready to level up your pitching game and unlock the doors to startup success, stick around. So grab your notebooks, open your minds, and let's get started on this epic journey to mastering pitch skills for startup success. Skill number 1 is communication. This is all about delivering your message clearly and concisely, whether you're speaking or writing. Let's break this down with an example. So picture yourself trying to convince investors to support your new tech startup. So instead of bombarding them with technical terms and complex details, you talk about how your product makes a complicated issue easier for regular people to understand and use. So it does not only help get your message across better, but also makes it more likely that the investors will want to invest in your idea. Excellent communication skills assist entrepreneurs in being effective and sharing information and impact negotiation skills as well as increases confidence. When investors see that you can explain your ideas clearly and confidently, they're more likely to trust in your vision. So moving on to skill number 2, which is the research. When you make claims in your pitch, you need to back them up with solid evidence. So let's delve deeper. Imagine you're presenting your health tech startup to potential investors. Instead of just talking about it, you show them real numbers and studies that prove your algorithm can detect diseases early. Your pitch deck includes statistics and studies that support your claim, making your pitch more credible and convincing. Research skills also come in handy when you're gathering information to address a problem. Knowing how to evaluate sources for quality and relevance ensures you present the most pertinent data to your investors. Skill number 3 is problem solving. This skill is essential because you'll need to show how your product or service solves a specific problem. Here's an example. Let's say your startup is all about eco-friendly packaging solutions. You'll want to highlight how your products reduce waste and carbon footprint, effectively addressing the environmental problem of excessive plastic usage. Problem-solving abilities allow you to examine complicated business challenges and provide suitable solutions based on data, research, or prior technical audience. Skill number 4 is public speaking. It's crucial to be comfortable speaking in front of an audience, as many pitches involve presenting to potential investors. Here's how it plays out. Imagine you're presenting your fashion e-commerce startup to a room full of potential investors. Your confidence and body language makes you engaging and relatable, creating a connection that leaves a lasting impression. This connection with your audience is vital for building trust and interest. Lastly, skill number 5 is creativity. As a startup founder, being creative can set you apart from the competition. Let's see how it works. Suppose you're pitching a food delivery startup in a crowded market. Your creative twist is a subscription-based model where customers receive surprise dishes from local chefs each week. This innovative approach captures attention and sparks interest. Embracing creativity encourages experimentation and can set your pitch apart from the competition. And there you have it, folks. We've uncovered the secret sauce to pitching success in the world of startups. From mastering communication to embracing creativity, these skills are your ticket to entrepreneurial greatness. Remember, whether you're just starting your journey or you're a seasoned entrepreneur, these skills are your tools for success. But don't stop here. Keep practicing, keep innovating, and keep chasing your dreams.